Today I fucked up by vanishing into the night with a girl in the worst part of the city. This actually happened yesterday. I'm an 18M. I came back to my parents' house after uni classes went completely online again a few weeks ago, so I was still in the live alone, don't care about shish-hash-tea mindset. I'd been talking to this cute girl on a dating app for a while and we decided to finally meet at a karaoke on a Sunday night. Although I love karaokes and visit them often, at least as often as current times allow anyway, I decided to meet her at a place I'd never been before, located about 30 minutes away from my house by car. Me being naive and completely stupid, I didn't check the area online before making a reservation, which was mistake number 1. When the time for the date finally came, my parents told me to be back at 11 p.m., to which I half-jokingly laughed. That was mistake number 2, because now my parents were worried that I had something sketchy planned for the night. I did not, I just wanted to sing a little bit, drink, talk and maybe kiss the girl. So we both arrive at the karaoke and start talking about out lives, past, future plans and stuff like that. We order a few Negronis, sing a few songs and before we know it, we're making out. A few hours of drinking, making out and talking go by and the karaoke was about to close for the night, so we decided to go to a more private place to get freaky. Since I didn't know the area, I searched for motels near me on Google Maps and sure enough, there was one less than 100 meters away from where we were. How convenient, I thought, as we made our way to the motel. I didn't tell my parents I was going to leave the karaoke nor where I was going, which was mistake number 3. So me and this girl are having sex and I get spammed with messages from my parents asking if I was okay, and if I was still with the girl. I sent them a "I'm alive and well" message, which was very vague and not at all informing, and went back to the girl. They then start calling my cell phone, at which point I realized that my battery was running low, so I decided to turn the power off to be able to call an Uber home when we're done. As you can imagine, that was mistake number 4. It's about 6 a.m., I'm laying in bed with her and the phone of our room rings. I pick it up and the motel clerk asks me if I am, name. I tell her that I am indeed, name. She then informs me that my dad was at the lobby, very pissed off looking for me. I panicked, put on some clothes and got out of my room. Sure enough, I found my father standing in front of the clerk's desk very angry and tired. He looked me in the eye and asked, "What do you think I should do?" I nearly said, "Go home." But my survival instinct stopped me from doing that. He then told me to call the girl an Uber and get in his car, because the night was over and we were going home. So I went back to the room, explained everything to her and did as my father asked. Once I get in the car, he told me that we were in the absolute worst part of our city. It's filled with crackheads, sex workers, drug dealers, gang members and robbers. He told me that knowing where the karaoke I went was located at, he went around that neighborhood looking for me. He then proceeded to tell me that, while looking for me, he saw people smoking crack, sex workers fighting and a girl yell at her boyfriend while jerking a homeless man off. Never once did I know just where I was. Now I'm grounded for life. At least that girl is still talking to me and wants to go out again on Saturday. Too long did not read. Met a girl at a karaoke located in a neighborhood with one of the biggest crime rates in the city. Took her to a motel all night without saying anything to my parents and as a response, got picked up at the motel by my furious father. Edit. Info. I live in Brazil. Now I'm grounded for life. At least that girl is still talking to me and wants to go out again on Saturday. She'll have to hang out with you in your room. I was gonna say it's weird that your parents would be so overprotective of a grown-up, but turns out you're from Brazil and it suddenly made complete sense that they'd panic like that. What country is this? Please tell me you didn't vanish in a motel in the middle of the Crackolandia. Please tell me you didn't do that, seriously. Parents call frantically. Me. Turns off phone. The thing a lot of people here is missing is that Op lives in Brazil and there's different rules there about safety and how to behave. I want to go back to the girl jerking a homeless guy while she's yelling at her boyfriend. And #X200B. But if you're still living with your parents, the least you could do is inform them that you're not coming home. Turning your phone off and not giving them a heads up and making them worry about you is a dick move on your part. I don't think this is a you thing. I think this is a your parents thing. If your parents don't like crackheads, homeless people and prostitutes, they should move away from any big city since Athens. Nothing happened to you, so unless your new girl is a secret hooker, the worst you should worry is about bedbugs from that motel. Your parents sound overbearing AF. I said I'm okay. Don't call me while I'm fucking. Today I fucked up by telling my boyfriend I haven't orgasmed from his oral. Posting from my phone, so apologies in advance if formatting is weird. Yesterday I, 20F, told my boyfriend, 21M, that I don't actually orgasm when he performs oral on me. I have orgasmed from other things with him, just not that. We have been together for 5 months, and he feels betrayed, rightfully so, that I only came clean now. I know I fucked up really badly and I don't know how to fix it. He wants to break up because he feels emasculated and doesn't think he can be intimate with me anymore. I wish he wouldn't just give up and make that snap decision and would try to work through it with me, but I don't know if I deserve that. I broke his trust and ruined his confidence and I don't know how to gain it back, especially since he doesn't seem like he'll even give me the chance to try. I lied about something pretty big and I just don't know how to fix it or if I even can fix it. Too long did not read. Boyfriend is about to break up with me because I came clean to him about faking orgasms from oral. Edit. He's asked me before if I finished and I would lie and say yes, so he's pretty hung up on that fact. It wasn't just a lie of omission. He really enjoys giving oral, but in the beginning I felt bad that it was taking so long, so I kinda dug my grave from the start. And he is open to my directions during sex. He's not a selfish lover. He says that he just can't quite look me in the eye right now, and would question if I'm enjoying myself in the future, so he'd rather just break it off than deal with that insecurity. EDIT2. From the title it makes it seem like I don't know where I fucked up. Let me assure you all that I am well aware the lies were the fuck up, not the part about telling him. Another clarification is that I do really enjoy his oral and sex him in general. It's always been good and I feel satisfied regardless of the end result. Also, any part of the post regarding his feelings is what he told me directly, not my assumptions or projections about how he feels. I would prefer my partner be completely honest. If they don't orgasm from what I am doing, then I adjust, try different things until I find something that works. So by faking it you're actually doing yourself a disservice. These comments are really focusing on the wrong thing. It's not him being immature that he can't take sex advice. It's the fact that the op was faking, lying, for 5 months, making him insecure and question every time. First off, I hope it works out. I recently dated someone that came clean about faking it sometimes. Their previous lover was a poss and would get mad at them if they didn't come, so she was kinda conditioned to lie. I wasn't mad at her, but it made it so I was a little bit more lazy than I should have been in bed. Short story long, I gotta get my game up to make my next partner happy cause I've been getting free points. Just be honest, it helps everyone. Tell him you're sorry for lying. Address the problem. Then tell him you'd like to and you'll learn together what you like. Imagine if, 5 months into your relationship, he told you that you were bad at oral. All those BJs you gave him, they weren't enjoyable to him, but he finished quickly just to get you to stop? And his justification for lying for 5 months was to not hurt your feelings. How exactly would you feel? Would you ever want to give him another BJ? What if he never wanted to give you oral because he didn't like your smell down there, but he lied about it for months and made up some excuse not to? How would you feel about that? Would you want to be intimate with him again? This isn't about his ego, as some of these sexist people are saying. It's about you lying for 5 months, about something that is very intimate. Don't lie is the moral of this story. Comment section looks like they are from the sub-relationship advice. I'd be hurt as well. But in deep thought, I'd imagine the lying is in want of not hurting him. But in turn does just that. Apologize. If he's honest with himself, maybe communicate to each other how to get you to that point orally. Maybe that's just not your thing. Today I fucked up by not looking before sitting down on the toilet. Literally happened like 10 minutes ago and I will now be scarred for life. I'm visiting my family for a few weeks and I've got 3 siblings. They're all in school currently, so they all take a shower every day, one right after the other. House only has 2 showers, and the oldest goes last. He's a teenager, so I know he has needs, and gives it a jerk pretty much at least once a day. For some reason his favorite place to do it is in the bathroom. Doesn't have to be anywhere specifically in the bathroom, just the bathroom. I know he's jerked off into the sink before because I found some stains on the mirror, faucet, and for sure in the shower. I'd assume the actual toilet too. Well, it's been a while since I've come by and stayed with them, so I guess I just didn't think about it. Who likes to think about their siblings jerking off, right? And had to pee significant other bad, so I just went to do my thing and sat down without looking because I was entertained on my phone. As soon as my cheeks came in contact with the seat I felt it. Thick, sticky and globby. I sat on my brother's jizz FML as the only thing going through my head. I wiped it down and immediately hopped in the shower, but I feel gross and can still feel the sensation on my leg. I didn't say anything and I'm not going to, but fuck man. Edit. Alright, after everyone insisting I should talk to him about it, I decided to get up at the ass crack of dawn and drive him to school today so we could get a chance to talk without my other brothers and parents being around so they don't give him shit about it. Our parents can be real assholes about embarrassing us. When I was a teen and lived at home, I used to take 45-minute showers because long hair, shaving and whatnot, and they loved to accuse me of masturbating in there or any time I was in the bathroom for more than 5 minutes. It was uncomfortable as fuck and didn't really feel like something they should be joking about with a 14-year-old girl. So that's why I didn't really want to say anything about it in the first place. Anyways, we got in the car and stopped to get some donuts and coffee, and I told him the above story. He was mortified for a full 2 seconds until he realized he wasn't the last one to use the bathroom and had taken a shower in my mom's room. So now I get to have the clean up your jizz conversation with the 12-year-old and hope and pray it was him so I don't have to have it with the 10-year-old. Too long did not read. I didn't pay attention to the toilet and sat on my brother's jizz, so now I'm traumatized for life. Dude should clean up after himself, especially if he uses shared places. He can also just aim instead of jizzing all over the place, that's just gross. Edit 4. Okay guys, so it wasn't any of them. Time to have the dreaded clean ya jizz convo with Dad Grimace. On behalf of the boys, tell him to raise the seat. You're being a great sibling by not embarrassing him over natural urges. That being said, a discreet discussion on the importance of cleaning up after oneself may be in order. Think of his future roommates, partner, or whatever having to be the one to explain to him why he can't just leave his jizz in common areas. Best case in that scenario, it's super embarrassing. Worst case scenario, he gets exposed to his social circle as the weird dude who paints communal areas with his semen. What irks is the sheer laziness of some guys to not clean up after themselves. Am I the only one who cleans up using loo roll then washes their hand after the jerk is done? What the fuck? He doesn't even bother cleaning that shit off and would rather risk being embarrassed by whoever finds it? That's just disgusting. That's nasty. Tell his dirty ass to clean his nut next time. Oh no, take a pregnancy test. Today I fucked up by using soy sauce. This just happened and I am still trying to cope with it. So I love soy sauce. I add it to almost everything as seasoning: eggs, noodles, veggies, you name it. Today was no different. I made myself some ramen noodles with veggies, poured some good ol' soy sauce over it and was munching happily on it. It was delicious. Life was good. Now the soy sauce I use has a small opening, and when you want to use it, you just tilt it and it pours out. You can unscrew the top off for refilling it with soy sauce if you ever run out though. I always thought that was very handy, no annoying cap opening or anything like that. Until today. It's still pretty hot where I live and there's fruit flies everywhere. You leave your food uncovered for 1 minute and there is a whole damn invasion of them on it. Now as I was chomping down my food, I suddenly see a movement inside the soy sauce bottle. One of these annoying fuckers actually managed to squeeze through the tiny opening and is now flying around in there. Now that's obviously disgusting. No one wants flies in their food. I had to get it out of the bottle so it wouldn't land in my next dish. So I quickly grab a cup and a sieve to get it out. I open up the bottle and pour the sauce into the cup through the sieve. The fucker lands in the sieve, but something else lands in it as well. I first thought it was just old soy sauce that somehow clumped together. Oh, how wrong I was. I take a closer look and I'm realizing it's a huge pile of dead fruit flies. I'm not kidding, it was like the amount of 2 tablespoons, and the bottle was pretty small. I gagged and immediately drained the whole soy sauce. I am utterly disgusted and now have to live with the fact that I've been eating fruit flies for a good amount of time. I wonder if I can ever use soy sauce normally again. Too long did not read. Soy sauce enthusiast aka me sees fruit fly flying around inside the bottle of soy sauce. I decided to pour the sauce through a sieve to get the fucker out. Then I realized there's been a huge pile of dead fruit flies soaking inside the soy sauce I've been using. Now I'm mentally scarred from ever using soy sauce again. Edit. Wow, this blew up. Thanks for all the awards, that's very nice of you. There's a shitload of comments so I can't reply to everyone who commented sad face. But I still appreciate it so much. I will now keep my soy sauce in the fridge or just use foil to cover it up lol. Edit 2. Yes, thank you. I will keep my soy sauce in the fridge from now on. Also, why does everyone think I'm a dude? I'm a woman lol. If the next soy sauce you buy tastes a bit odd, just add fruit flies for the old known taste. That's soy disgusting. At least it seems to be a good way to kill the flies and add some protein to your soy sauce. This is my most updated comment and it was a shitpost. We had this problem in summer in the pub with our spirit bottles cling film around the lid to stop them getting in. Use the same bit of cling film each time to save on waste. Gordon Ramsay enters Op's kitchen on this episode of Kitchen Nightmares. Be happy that there were only fruit flies. These fuckers are annoying but they aren't dangerous or disease spreading. And guys, put your fucking soy sauce in the fridge. I'm imagining a hamburger patty composed of fruit flies and I hate it. Feel ya. Went to drink milk from the carton when I was a kid. The carton was sitting there, opened on the kitchen counter. First sip, mouthful of flies. I don't even know how they got there, but there were so many of them.